Hey millennials, I am back with a special announcement. Millennial Thoughts Academy is launching in March. This is where we will help millennials learn everything they weren't taught in school, side hustle edition. So if you've always been interested in starting a side hustle but you don't know where to go, you don't know how to do it, you don't know how to brand or market or promote yourself, make sure you enroll into the academy. That is by following us on Instagram at Millennial Thoughts Pod, and you can email me or you can DM me and say that you are interested or click the link in our bio. We are so excited to be accepting people for our academy next month. Spots will fill fast. So it is a 6-week program and it is 1 hour meetings every week. And at the end of it, you will have your side hustle, you will have your social media, and hopefully you will have your first sale. So if that sounds like something that you are interested in, please, please, please contact me, get with me on Instagram, Twitter, or even Facebook. I have a group. Facebook is called Millennial Thoughts, page and everything. And you all are the first people to hear this because you all are listeners. So I greatly appreciate it. Please reach out to me. I want to help you all start side hustle so you can either get that new stream of income, pay back your debt, or even use the money to travel. It's your girl Alicia, and she's out. Hey, welcome back to Millennial Thoughts Pod with your girl Alicia. I'm so excited to have some guests on the show, and we'll be talking all things side hustle. We have Zakira, Stephanie, Perry, and Joyce. So I'm so excited to just have this conversation as we're starting 2021 in the first quarter when it comes to business and side hustles. We just want to be able to, get that extra stream of income going, or you want to pay off debt, or if you want to just, save up some money to travel or whatever. We just want to talk about different ways you can try to start a side hustle, the different side hustles that are out there, and how you can maybe eventually create your own. So, welcome the ladies on the show.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Thank you.
Yes, if you all want to introduce yourself, you can, and then we can start.
You go
My
first,
name is
Stephanie.
Okay, thank you. My name is Stephanie Perry. I have done a handful of side hustles, including house sitting, YouTube. I would call that a side hustle, and I've taught English online. So I'm excited to talk with you guys today.
Yes.
Yes, and I'm Jack here, and I have been like a mini entrepreneur almost all my life. So I am, I guess, the queen of side hustles. The nickname for me is Jade of all creative trades. So I started out with photography, and then I went into marketing, and then I did book publishing, and then being a moderator for a panel. But I love to bake, so anything that can be creative, I'm doing it.
Yes, I love that you added the creative because I'm like, yes, Jill of like all creative trades because all the trades I don't know about that, but when you get to the creativity, that's me right there.
All right.
Joyce, do you have any side hustles?
Yeah, well, not at the moment because I'm working a full-time job that's really, really time consuming, but I'm
Mm-hmm.
thinking about transitioning anyways. But in the past, my side hustles included like DoorDash. I've worked with my friends' tax companies. I've done some like just mini projects for other people. Um, right now, I'm looking into getting into some more side hustles, mainly with like
Mm-hmm.
the cannabis industry because I think that's growing. But I'm still really looking into that. I just wanted to come on here to talk to you all, wonderful ladies who are doing the thing right now, and get some advice from you also.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yes, and of course, I've been doing side hustles. Really, I really started going hard like during the pandemic. I of course was like a virtual assistant. Then I did like social media management kind of with that, and then I was doing DoorDash. I did Postmates. I also, of course, like the podcast and stuff like that, and I do Shipt a lot and Instacart. Those are like grocery deliveries. And then now I'm working on more branding. So I'm doing like my academy and stuff that like aligns with my like content creating and blogging and stuff like that. So I think that we can have a great conversation on like how we got into it and like what it does for us and and the time that it honestly takes for us to do it.
Oh yeah, especially all the driving stuff. I forgot to mention that for a good like 2 years, I was doing all of the driving side hustles. So yeah,
Oh yeah, like the Lyfts and the Ubers.
Lyft, Uber, Postmates, Uber Eats, and I think I did DoorDash too for a second, but Grubhub. But I kind of was like comparing all of them because some of them the people tip better, some of them the company pays better. So
That's a fact.
yeah.
That's true. I never got to do Uber Eats and Grubhub. I'm still like looking into it kind of. But yes, like I know Postmates, like they tip better than DoorDash. But Postmates don't like to tell you how much you about to make before you make it. So I don't like that. So just in general, I would say like what made you start your side hustle, or if you always been a side hustle, like what made you like, oh, I'm a side hustler, like I don't just want a full-time job. I want to be able to create another stream of income. Anybody can answer it.
I'll go. I wanted to make sure that I could be where I wanted to be. You know, I wanted to do something where I knew that I could, I didn't have to be tied down to a specific location to make money. That's freedom for me. I want to know that I can be like right now I'm in Mexico. I can be in Mexico and I can make money and I don't have to report to a job to get dough. So even though we're talking side hustles, I do them, but I only do side hustles, right? So I don't have the traditional day job, but I make a living through side hustles so that I can, so that I can have that freedom. So I can be where I want to be for as long as I want to be there. And then when I'm over it, I can go to the next place.
Were you scared with that transition though, from like full-time to side hustle, like not going to a day-to-day job and just like having the side hustle income? Or were you like, no, I'm good, like I know how to budget and I'm just like going to create?
Sure. Yeah, there's some, yeah. So I had some fear, but I had more, I wanted it more than I wanted to stay afraid. You know what I mean? Like even today, I miss regular paychecks. I miss having a regular paycheck deposited into my account twice a month. But it doesn't outweigh the stuff that I gain from doing my own thing, and from being in charge of working when I want to work and not having to ask somebody's permission to do do what I want.
Yeah, I second that. I second all of that. I feel like Steffi and I have a lot in common. But for me, I was never really good at following like rules in that way. So I mean, I had I guess they weren't always 9 to 5. I've never had like a full-time job. If I got a job, it was part-time on purpose so I can still work on my side hustle when I'm not working. So for me, I love being able to still do my own thing, maintain my sense of independence. And sure, yes, regular paychecks are amazing, amazing feeling, amazing sense of stability, but it doesn't beat knowing that I've made an impact in someone else's life and I can receive those rewards. Because say, for example, one of my jobs, luckily I've been able to still be creative, like I said. So one of my jobs, I was still working at a photography studio, but say there was someone who really loved my work, but because of HR policy, she couldn't hire me for something else, and then there was another photography job that I was working at. And, once again, it was part-time. It was still photography related. It was still in the music industry. But one day I was hired to photograph an elopement. And so I had to call in late for work. And they were like, why? And I'm like, I got something else to do. But for the most part, I think just having that flexibility in schedule and having that creative flexibility has always been super important to me. But I really think it really came from my parents. Like my dad had been a truck driver all my life, and that's pretty much his own schedule. My mom, she was doing a bunch of other different jobs as well throughout my life. So I feel like I learned about side hustles from my mom and dad.
You brought up a great point. Like you were talking about, like because of HR policies are working at your full-time job, not being to do your side hustle. Like, how do you feel about that? It's like, like we're in the creative realm or whatever, and like being creative is like you try to do different things, but it's like if you work in that industry, it's kind of like tiptoeing around or trying to figure out how you can do both things. And I don't know if it's like a change in laws or whatever can happen, but it's like you can like doing your job, but then also having that same creative realm. But it's like you're not really able to do that. I don't know if it's just like corporate jobs, or like day-to-day jobs.
Well,
I don't know
yeah,
the
yeah.
difference between them.
All I feel like all corporations kind of have this instilled somewhere in their policies, and for me, that I felt creatively stuck. When that happened. I mean, understandably, yeah, I got the job because life happened, and I actually needed that stable source of income. But I hated feeling sad all the time because I couldn't be creatively me. But
Mm-hmm.
for the most part, that's just something you kind of have to give and take. Some people, that's what they have to do with wherever they are in life. They have to have that job that is stable. It may not be in the ideal industry, but it's a job. So
Oh yeah, I see what you're saying. I would say what made me start my side hustles. I just wanted some money.
Me too.
um, because I mean it was a pandemic and stuff like that, and I was just like, I just heard about it. Somehow I heard about it, and I signed up. And crazy enough, I signed up for Ship like last year, and I never used it. But I'm like, well, thank goodness, because now I can use it. Now I can make some extra money. But like, I just did DoorDash, and I was just like, okay, I could do this a couple days out the week and Postmates. I was like, let me just get some extra side money. And then when I found out that I was moving to Atlanta, I'm like, okay, like this money can help me. And then also with those type of jobs like delivering stuff like that, you honestly can make your own schedule. And if you bring a car, if you have a car, if you go somewhere else, you can literally like do that in the city that you're in too. So it's like your job never leaves you.
Yeah, I love that.
So
I
I was
personally love that
mhm.
about the driving job that I did have. I mean, I had to stop that when I got my part-time job because obviously they had me on such an inflexible schedule. I'm like, well, I'll never know when I can drive now. But yeah, I love that. Let me just get up, go drive. And there was actually an app where you could turn on 3 of the 4 driving apps at one time, and whatever comes first, it will automatically turn off the rest of them so you can finish that specific order or delivery or passenger. And so that was amazing. But yeah, just knowing that, hey, if I need to sleep in that day because my body's not feeling it, I would do that because I could have that flexibility. But I really love that about the driving schedule. You can still be on your own schedule, but of course, they still advise you on what's going on. Like if there's a concert,
What's
yeah,
the
if
best
there's a
time?
concert in town, if there's something going on, or if people are really really leading by, it'll tell you. But for the most part, yeah, I love the flexible schedule with the driving side hustles.
Oh yeah, that's cool too. I didn't even know about that. That could like show you like all the different times and stuff like that, or the different ads. Because yeah, it's good because it's like you can try to create a schedule. If you don't want to wake up early that morning, you don't have to wake up early that morning. You don't have a set schedule. You could sleep in, or you could wake up early and be off later. So I definitely love that about that. And so I want to know like how many side hustles, like true side hustles, do you all have?
And what are we counting them as? Like, how are
Yeah.
we calculating?
Oh yeah. Well, just like each one.
Well, I currently don't have any, so that's easy.
That's easy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Working on it though. I'm working on it.
What type of side hustles? Oh yeah, you said the cannabis industry. Have you looked into it?
Yeah. So
Um,
I've really looked a lot into like growing and eventually like right now I'm just kind of stacking. I think I want to like open a dispensary or at least partner with somebody and just kind of let that be my main job. So I want my side hustle to turn into my main job because I feel like being the business owner, like entrepreneur, like I can live life on my own terms, like Stephanie and Zakira mentioned. So yeah, that's what I'm really
yes.
like looking forward to and why I want to pursue it.
Oh, okay. Yeah. That's really good. I said if I moved to California, then I probably would get into that
Yeah,
industry.
it's
Yeah.
definitely very
But
profitable.
yeah. But so I guess like me. So I would say that I guess I have like 2 or 3 side hustles, but I guess you can group it. So like if I'm a DoorDash driver, if I'm a ship delivery, I would say like
Yes.
that's 1. And then like my podcast is like 2, and then my academy is like 3. So I could say I have like 3 side hustles. So you can group them together.
Then I would say I have three.
If that's
So I
easier.
do the house sitting, YouTube, and I also do
Mhm.
virtual assistant work. I've been trying to close that down forever, but every,
I was about to. I know. I was trying to wait for you to mention that. I thought you were
I
done
did
with
too.
that.
Every now and then a client will poke their head back up and I'll be like, all right, I'll do it. I'll not,
What?
look, we all like to make a little extra money.
Mhm.
So I guess that would count as three.
Yeah. Yeah, I was a virtual assistant. I just knew that was not for me. I think I like social media management more than virtual
Really?
assistant because yes, I do because I'm not really like I don't really like administrative tasks like that. And they be like, oh, email this person or call this person. I'm like, but I can post something on social media real
But
quick in a hurry. Put some
do you find that
hashtags.
social media work is hard to calculate, like how many hours you're actually working and are you getting paid right? Like, did you feel like that with social media?
Well, with social media management, well, not really because I would just be like, okay, I'm doing 10 hours. It was either I'm doing 10 hours when I post it or I'm creating the content for you. So I would just say like, okay, I've worked on this long. This has been an hour and that's what I get paid for. With social media, I would say that I don't necessarily, I guess I averaged it to an hour, but my packages was more like 10 posts, 15 posts. So it was more by the post.
Yeah, so I did start when I started my virtual assistant work. That was the first thing I did. And that was a problem that I had, that I was charging per post, but I wasn't really doing a good job of tracking how long these things were taking me. And I felt like in the end, I wasn't charging enough. That was my main problem.
Yeah, I can second the whole not charging enough thing. But I think for me, now of course, if you're trying to be a millionaire, you should have 7 streams of income, right? So for me, I feel like I'm almost at 7. Because me, I count photography, and I guess I'll consider it side hustle because I really count it by client rather than hours now. But of course, when I too started out with social media management, I was like, yeah, I'll do 15 posts a month or whatever. But now it's like, okay, let's just keep you on a recurring basis for 3 months, and that way, I know, hey, for 3 months at a time, I know that my rent is covered or something like that. So marketing and social media is one of them. Photography is the second. I don't do it as much, especially since 2020, but photography is one of them. Another one, I guess we can consider like having those digital courses as another, and then another is affiliate marketing. When we have the links of our favorite companies.
Oh my gosh, I forgot about that one. I'm an Airbnb associate.
Yep. And then I guess I can have like consulting as another side hustle. One thing that I did pick up on at the start of the pandemic when everyone was learning how to use Zoom and StreamYard and starting their own podcast, they actually would come to me with that. And then what was that, 5? Oh, and then I have a book. I have a book out, so that's like
passive.
Yeah, but it's still like it's still a hustle in a sense. You still have to let people know that your book is out, or and things of that sort. So, yeah, I think that's pretty much the gist of like, oh my,
that is a lot of streams. I need to get like.
But here's the thing: I'm trying to get like y'all and only have 3. So.
No. Well, I don't know. Okay.
We don't want to wear ourselves out. We're too young.
Yes, and then on top of that, like with a full-time job. Oh, Stephanie, she does not play. She say she took a gap year. She is not playing an adult gap year. She don't play about her rest.
That's right. We need rest. Our bodies need sleep. Yeah, we're not made to be workhorses and to be exhausted. We are made to rest and then create.
So then, speaking about that, how would you give advice on someone, like telling them how to balance? Maybe they are doing a full-time job and then they're doing a side hustle, or they want to transition. What advice would you give to them to tell them how to maybe balance their time or come up with a schedule or something like that?
I tell people don't add on side hustles just because you have some free time, right? Just because you have an hour doesn't mean you need to fill that hour. Make sure that it's something that's leading you towards an end goal, even if that end goal is just, I want to have this much money saved, right? Or, but not just because, I have an hour free in my week, let me add one more job to all of my list of jobs. Pick something that you like doing, but pick something that's going to get you towards an end goal. If you're exhausted, none of it is going to be worth it. No matter how much money you make, if you're exhausted and drained and defeated, that money is not going to help you. Money is not going to help you overcome that.
Yeah, that's true. I like what you said, like a common goal. Like I know, like you were saying that you worked extra hours at your previous job because you wanted to save money to go on your adult gap year. So you knew, like, after how many?
It took me 15 months. It took me 15 months to hit my savings goal. And so I was okay with working those extra hours then, but I'm not into working those extra hours just because, just because I'm available.
Yeah, because I don't have nothing else to do. Yes. Yeah, it's like an end goal. It's like, okay, I work these and I know that at the end I'm going to get this money and I'm going to be gone. It's not like you're just constantly just like overworking your body just to be like, I got $1 million. Like I have $1 million in my bank account.
We just get the messaging that we have to always be busy and that, you get celebrated for being busy. Oh, look at this woman. She's raising 9 kids and she's in medical school and law school. And, is she happy, right? Is she happy? When is the last time she did anything that she really enjoyed? I want everybody to be able to look at their day and their week and find some time when they can do stuff that they really love. You don't have, and even though we're here talking about side hustles, it doesn't have to be something that's monetized, because we get that messaging too, that monetize your passions. Like you can have things that are fun for you that don't make you money, and you can have side hustles that aren't like a result of your passions. Your side hustle can be just to make some money.
Yeah, I second it. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, because my side hustle is definitely not to drive around. I mean, that's not my passion. That's not my passion. To be delivering stuff to people like, hey girl, how you doing? Like, no, that's definitely just a side hustle. Hopefully I don't have to do it too much.
Yeah, I would try to add in all those miles on my car. I mean, I love driving, but I would, like you said, either tired of trying to pretend to have a conversation or get lost finding, delivering food. But I do second everything Stephanie said. But for me, I think because most of my side hustles are just spread out online through the internet, since most of the time I'm on a computer, my way of organizing my time is 1 hour per task. Give and take my mood, give and take how long the task takes. But if I say I do make a to-do list, I make a to-do list where no more than 10 things and no more things that can fit on a sticky note. And if I need to watch a movie that night because it was a lot of brain power, I'm going to watch a movie that night. So, it's just a matter of prioritizing mental health as well. Because, like you said, we're not meant to, burn out. We're not meant to just struggle.
Yeah, one thing though I don't really think, I feel like when I'm into it, like content creation takes a long time. Like I've been up all morning today doing stuff, and so I feel like sometimes it takes a toll. Like it's like hard to balance and stuff like that. So I definitely see what you're saying, like take breaks and stuff like that, because content creation is nothing to play with. It takes a lot of mind power, a lot of time, and all that stuff. And that's why it's so hard when people are like, you got to be consistent. You got to be consistent. I'm like, well, do y'all not know how hard it takes to create
organize your day? Sorry, Alicia, do you organize your day so that you can get that stuff done early? Like, what's your schedule when you're doing multiple things in one day?
Yeah, so I don't really have a schedule, honestly. I just go with what the flow is like. I wake up and I'm like, okay, I could, like this morning I woke up, I was like, okay, let me do some graphics. Like I was trying to get my YouTube video posted. So I was like, okay, I'm going to edit this YouTube video, get posted, and I'm going to create some thumbnails for it. And then like when that's done, I'm just like, okay, let me go to the next thing. And that's just like working on something else. But like Saturday morning, I was trying to do thumbnails, but I couldn't get them at all. So then I just like turned off that whatever, and I just started posting Airbnbs because like my mind just was not working. So I don't really have a schedule per se, but I'm trying to make it more, since I am like starting stuff and working with more people. I do think I am going to try to create like a consistent
and I second that, because I think you're creative like me, Alicia, because like I could set my day for Sunday or Monday to be content batching, content creation, but if I woke up that Monday on the wrong side of the bed, it's not happening. It's not gonna happen.
Yeah, it's literally not. And I wake up early, so that's fine. It's not even that. It's just like the stuff that's really time consuming. Like, oh my goodness, it's so time
Yeah,
consuming.
that's one of the good
So,
parts though about what the fact that you do multiple things. You can say, all right, so I don't have it in me today to do this thing. Let me switch and do this other thing.
mhm.
Right.
Yeah, and I think, yeah, and that's what I think that has helped me as well too. Yeah, like, okay, I know I can't do this, but
Yeah.
I can go post these things because sometimes it's just like frustrating at a time. And like some people, I don't even know, but like one comment was like consistency when I was like content creation was hard, and like I just didn't understand that. I'm just like, I'm saying content creation is hard, and you're like,
It's not
be
helpful.
consistent. You're like, do this, do that. Like this is not. I'm just saying
Yeah.
that it's hard. I don't really understand what that means, and so also with that talking about side hustles and knowing that we are like more on the content creation side with side hustles, it's like it takes a lot of work, like how you're talking about your courses, how you're talking, like I know you do Stephanie, like the house sitter, like you do like summits, and I know the kids I do something like that takes a lot of brain power
Mm-hmm.
to
It
do.
it does that. Collaborate. Like, don't do this stuff by yourself. That's something that creatives fall. It's a trap that creatives fall into. Yes, you have a unique perspective that only you can bring, but that doesn't mean that a collaborator couldn't make your thing better. Don't do all this work by yourself. It's hard. I did see that Zakira was doing a summit. It's hard work. Don't
Yes,
do
it
that.
Mhm.
is. You
Get a
inspire me,
collaborator.
but yeah,
I know I seen that you
yeah.
partnered with Rashida. I seen you partner with her a lot, and I love that. I love like watching your
Yes.
YouTube videos, like the career break and stuff like that. I was like, that's so cool. Like you got a person to like y'all on the same like I guess wavelength with y'all niche or
Yeah.
whatever. So I think that's so cool. I don't know if I found the person like in my niche because I do two
Uh-huh.
different niches kind of, but definitely I definitely know like the partnering up and stuff like that. I always do try to get a co-host or a partner
Yeah.
because I do know that it's a lot of work and I know what I'm good at, and I try to stay in my lane. I'm like, okay, I know I'm good at creating content. I know I'm good at posting, but like the graphics, like that goes to somebody else because it takes me about 3-4 hours to do graphics, and
Uh-huh.
I ain't got time for that. So it's like knowing what you're good at, staying in your lane, and then like creating those systems and automating whatever you need to automate so like it can go out to
I have a
create.
quick question with what
So
Alicia
yeah.
just said. What if like there's something that you enjoy doing but you're not that great at it? Like instead of making it a hobby, like you do want to pursue it one day, but you know, like saying those creating those graphics, you know, say you're not that great at it, but you enjoy doing it. Like
Practice
Nobody's
makes
what
perfect.
advice?
nobody starts off good at anything that they've never done.
Exactly.
You have to get
Right.
better. Got to start terrible. Your first things are going to be awful, and then you get better. Just keep going.
Okay.
I mean, I've seen my photograph from like 10 years ago, and I'm like, really, Z? but that's the thing. Practice made perfect. Keep going. I mean, the power of Facebook community, the power of bartering, the power of just having the opportunity, especially in today's day of technology, you have the option to invest in yourself at your fingertip to continue to, grow and learn.
Right.
That's so crazy that y'all said that because I was at my friend's house. She was helping me with my storage, and I was going back deleting stuff, and it was quite frankly a YouTube thumbnail, and I was like, "Girl, look at this!" I said, "I'm about to delete this." She's like, "No, you should show like what your thumbnails look like in 2019 and what they look like now." I'm like, "Girl, this is embarrassing," but it was like blurry and everything. But it's true, like. You got to keep practicing. I hate thumbnails, but I keep trying to get better. I can't wait till I get monetized.
Yes.
I'm speaking that into existence
Yes.
so I could pay somebody
I've
to
Yes.
heard
do my
I've heard people
thumbnails. Like,
say if you look back
can't
at your
wait.
first version, right? If you look back at version 1 of anything that you did and you're not embarrassed, it means you probably started too late, right? It means you probably waited too long
Oh,
and you got wait until you got too perfect to do it. Do it now, do it ugly. You do get better.
mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yes, definitely. I definitely agree with that. Yeah, and people always say like they like to see the growth, they like to see the things. I'm like, woo, child, I don't need y'all to be seeing that stuff back in 2 and 3 years ago what I was doing because it's crazy. But yeah. So I'm glad that y'all came on here and talked about side hustles. Is there anything that y'all want to like say about side hustles? Any tips, like maybe some side hustles people should start, or what they should think about before they want to start their side hustle?
I'll say one more time, don't be afraid to collaborate, especially if you're a creative. Don't be afraid to reach out to somebody who's doing things that you like and who's, maybe new along with you, and make some stuff together. You'd be surprised how much that helps you grow and how better it connects you to a community, to a community of people who like what you do. Don't be afraid to collab, even if you think you have, like Zakira, I'm a photographer, I have to do this on my own. If you want to put together a project with another person, I think people would be surprised about how helpful that is for you, for your business, and for your community.
Yes, that's true, because also you're building relationships and networking, and people are like, "Oh, Alicia, you network so well, and I'm like,
Yes.
I just open my mouth and talk to people. Like Zakira asked me, "Have I ever interviewed you?" And I'm like,
Yes.
"Yeah, I interviewed you like a couple of times. Like you've been on my podcast before, you've been on my YouTube channel. Like we always talk like on Twitter or Instagram, and even I don't even know like it was from the travel community because I was doing a podcast and I had Zakira on there too. So it's like, you just never know like where these can go. Like you don't, whenever we meet up, whenever the world opens back up, we can meet up in Mexico. Like we can meet up at a different travel networking event or conference. So I also think that as much as it's like collaborating with people, it's also about strengthening your network and connection with people who are in your industry.
Yeah. I definitely second everything. And I also want to reiterate to, invest in yourself, attend summits and conferences that feature like-minded individuals. Because I think the other thing that can tend to stunt you from your side hustles is being around people that don't understand side hustles. So then if you're around people, then you feel like, should I even really be doing it, when you know in your heart that that's exactly what you've always wanted to do. So
that's great advice. That's fantastic.
Yes. I do love that too, right? Because you be around people, like, oh, do you do this, you do that, whatever. But like going around creative stuff like that, like, oh yeah, girl, I do this, I do this. I do. Be like, okay, hold on, let me step my game up, let me do this too. Sometimes, so it's like more motivating. So yeah, definitely want to say thank you all for coming on, talking about side hustles with the Millennial Thoughts podcast. We're so excited y'all are. They say, is it alumni? Well, y'all didn't really graduate, but
yes,
second appearances on the podcast. And thank you all for joining me tonight, and definitely want to say y'all can shout out y'all social media so they can follow you all, so they can see more about you all as well. Make sure to follow Millennial Thoughts Pod on Instagram so you know when all of our episodes are coming out. And we have a special announcement as well that will be coming soon.
Cool. So, yeah. Well,
I'll
stay in. If you are listening to this and you are a side hustler and you are available, well, you don't have to be available because there'll be replays. But March 2nd through 4th, I am having a virtual summit, and this is also in celebration of 2 years of my podcast. So yay! So if you are interested in leveling up in both your personal and your professional life, there can be topics on mental health, because of course we got to start with our mind before we can even execute anything in our side hustles. Or if you want to learn how to level up any one of your creative side hustles, visit bit.ly/C Life Different Summit, and that's how you get all the details on the 2-day 3-day actually virtual summit with 20 plus speakers who are really they were willing to come back. Some of them are my previous guests on my podcast, and I'm glad that they were able to come back and speak on their zone of genius. So I can't wait to see you level up. And I'm everywhere else at Illuminous One. ILLUMINOUSONE, or just search for Zakira, ZAAKIRAH. It's not that many of me, but I have a unique face, so you'll be able to find me.
Not a unique face.
All right, my name is Stephanie Perry. My YouTube channel is Stephanie Perry. My channel is about house sitting and taking a sabbatical or moving abroad. Alicia also had me on her YouTube channel talking about YouTube channel monetization. So check out that video if you're considering YouTube as a side hustle, right? YouTube or income. Or if you have a business that YouTube could support, like if you do coaching or consulting or virtual assistant work and you think you could get clients from YouTube, go to Alicia's Adventures and watch our interview about YouTube monetization. It's a good one. That's good info right there.
Yes.
Yes, and congrats because she just got
Whoop
to
Yeah.
whoop.
10K
Thank you,
subscribers.
thank you. Now I
Okay,
can put merch on
woo,
my channel.
congrats.
I
Okay.
yes,
Oh, is that what you can do
yes,
now? You can put
yes.
merch after 10K. Hold up now, y'all go follow my YouTube channel too. Hold up now, because I'm doing a side hustle
Mhm.
series from A to Z. Okay, it's coming out in April, and
That's
I need
right.
to get to
That's
10K
right.
so I can sell some merch. But yes, oh my goodness. And if y'all are interested in starting a side hustle, y'all may not know what y'all want to do, how y'all want to go. Definitely follow me on Instagram at Millennial Thoughts Pod, because I'm starting an academy. It's 6 weeks to help you build your side hustle. And just DM me for more information. The link is in the Instagram as well. And Joycey Royce, last but not
But
least,
I'll
I know
plug
you
in
said
my
you don't have a
Instagram
side hustle,
anyways.
but
My Instagram is
okay.
joyce.royce, so JOYCE.ROYCE. Just follow me if you are in the cannabis industry, or you're a small business
Okay,
entrepreneur,
yes.
whatever it is. I would love to hear from you and see what you're doing. I also love to follow what you're doing and support your business as well. Thank you.
And she also
I
does
Okay.
graphic
do.
design too, for real. She does do graphic design. She
I
ain't
do.
said that was
It's
her
more
side
so
hustle,
of a
but she do
hobby,
do
but
it
yeah,
though.
if you need something done, what I'm saying, I could, what I'm
Oh,
saying, do a little some.
It's a side hustle now, Joyce. You
It's
charging money
oh, it's
now.
more of
It's
a
a side
hobby.
hustle
Yes.
now.
amen. I'll take that.
Yeah. Okay.
Period.
Period. When you
Yes,
on here, it's a
ma'am.
side hustle. Yes. I'm cracking up. So I'm glad all the plugin is in. I hope y'all go for real. Start your side hustle if you need another stream of income, if you want to pay off debt. Also just follow Stephanie, because my girl's in Mexico. Okay, live and follow Zakira. We both out here in Atlanta.
Mm-hmm.
We just trying to make it do what it do. And my girl Joyce is in Kentucky. So we're all over, and we are definitely open to talking to people on social
Yes.
media.
Send
I'm
me a
always on
DM.
there,
I will
Instagram
respond.
more. Yes. Yes. So personally, as Alicia's Adventures, if y'all want to connect with me, I do like funny videos. I try to. So I want to say thank you all so much for coming on here and just spreading some wisdom and giving some value about side hustles. And see you all on the next episode coming soon.
Woo,
Thanks,
yes.
Alicia.
Hey millennials, I am back with a special announcement. Millennial Thoughts Academy is launching in March. This is where we will help millennials learn everything they weren't taught in school, side hustle edition. So if you've always been interested in starting a side hustle, but you don't know where to go, you don't know how to do it, you don't know how to brand or market or promote yourself, make sure you enroll into the academy. That is by following us on Instagram at Millennial Thoughts Pod, and you can email me or you can DM me and say that you are interested, or click the link in our bio. We are so excited to be accepting people for our academy next month. Spots will fill fast. So it is a 6-week program, and it is 1 hour meetings every week. And at the end of it, you will have your side hustle, you'll have your social media, and hopefully you will have your first sale. So if that sounds like something that you are interested in, please contact me, get with me on Instagram, Twitter, or even Facebook. I have a group. Facebook is called Millennial Thoughts, page and everything. And you all are the first people to hear this because you all are listeners. So I greatly appreciate it. Please reach out to me. I want to help you all start side hustle so you can either get that new stream of income, pay back your debt, or even use the money to travel. It's your girl Alicia, and she's out.